Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Jason Hunt, and I'm the principal here at Owatonna Junior High School.
And I'm Wendy Sarcina, and I'm the assistant principal here at Owatonna Junior High School.
And we are so glad you're part of our orientation day today. We have a lot of things that we'd like to go through, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have many of your questions answered. Thank you for being here today.
Well, we're out in front of the junior high school. This is where your day actually begins. We have many students out here at the very beginning of the morning. There are just a few things that we ask of students. We have bike racks on either side. We ask that you park your bikes there and lock them up for your own safety and for your bike's safety as well. We don't want anything getting stolen from our school. So make sure you bring your bike and your bike lock as well. Also, as I said again, many students are out here gathered in the mornings. People are bringing things because sporting season is beginning. We've got lacrosse sticks, we have soccer balls, we have all types of sporting activities going on. But you know, Mr. Hunt, I wonder, with as many students going on, many students here in the mornings, is it okay to ever start like that game of lacrosse out in our front yard?
Well, I would think so, don't you think? Do you think we can throw around a little ball, chase a few people, maybe kind of bump into a few people here and there?
No.
No?
I would have to say that's a hard no on that, just simply because we want all students to be safe, especially in the mornings and all the time that we're always here at the junior high school. Even when it snows, I've noticed in the past that students like to maybe try to slide down the hill over there because it's a really cool hill, but that's just not okay. We want students, again, to be safe when they come to the junior high.
Ms. Sarcina, how long do you think I need to wait out here then?
Well, that's a good question, Mr. Hunt. Breakfast actually begins at 7:55, so upon arrival, we ask students to wait out here at 7:55. We'll ask students to come on in if they're having breakfast.
What if I don't want breakfast?
Well, that's okay. If you don't want breakfast, you'll continue to stay out in front of our building, and you can visit with your friends. This is a great time to just kind of gather with friends and just kind of hang out for a little while. We are going to let students come in at 8:07. And 8:07 is when we'll begin our day. Now that gives you approximately 8 minutes to come into the building, go to your locker, get your supplies for the day, and just prepare yourself. Go into your home base and get ready for learning.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.
Now students, as you come into the junior high, probably one of the first places that you go is your locker. As you can see, we have an example of a wonderful locker right here. A couple of things to keep in mind. Ms. Sarcina, do you think we could share combinations with each other?
Absolutely not.
Well, why not? I mean, I've got my best friend and we're best friends, and hey, he wants to get in my locker and I want to get in my locker.
I understand that, but however, what we've seen in the past happen is that locker combinations are shared, and suddenly things are missing out of your locker. So for your safety and for the purposes of keeping all of your things safe, we don't want anything to go missing. Please do not give out your locker combination.
Wonderful. Now, I got another question too. Do you think I can put everything in my backpack and just carry my backpack around everywhere?
No. That backpack is going to be extremely heavy, and we want to make sure that students are putting things in their locker and only taking to class exactly what they need. Our classes are going to be full, and so we want to make sure that we have enough room for students to move around. So please use your locker.
And I think there's probably enough room there to be able to put all of my books, my winter coat, my backpack. In fact, everything should be able to fit in there. Do you think I can fit in there?
No, Mr. Hunt.
Shucks. Okay.
No, again, lockers are not made for students to hop into, only your supplies.
Also, students, please know that there's 4 minutes between each of our periods, which usually is plenty of time to be able to end the class, get to your locker, take care of your business there. You probably even have time for a restroom break, talk to a few friends, and then be able to get to our next class. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as this is a public school, an institution of learning, we take great pride in the fact that we expect all of our students to learn. Our teachers work very hard each and every day to prepare their lessons and to be able to figure out best how to engage you into the material and the curriculum that they've been working on. We've done a lot of work over this last year to really clarify what is most vital for every single student to learn. So one of the great things that we're going to be able to do this year is to really focus on learning and help all of our students meet all of the benchmarks that we've been able to make. And part of that means that it's not an option to learn. We're going to make it a requirement to learn. So when you come into our classes and when you begin school next week, make sure that you're ready to come and to learn and to be able to gain the concepts that our teachers have worked so hard to be able to prepare for you. And know also that we're not going to be able to just let you slide by if you don't want to learn. We're pretty adamant about the fact that all of our students will walk away learning. Now, as that's really important to us, one thing that's key is attendance. You got to be here to learn, right?
Absolutely. Attendance is so important, ladies and gentlemen. Research shows that attendance, even at this level, at the junior high level, are good habits that you're going to develop to be stronger and more viable citizens in the future. And that's what we want every student to do, is to go out into their future and embrace every opportunity that's available to them. Attendance is so very, very important. If you are ill for the day, we would ask that your parents call in to our attendance line. That number is 444-8705. And please have your parent call in and just indicate what is the reason for you being gone from school that day. Now, what does not constitute an attendance, or it would be an unexcused attendance issue, would be oversleeping, staying home to babysit a younger sibling. Our expectation is that you're here on a daily basis because it's so important that you learn. Like Mr. Hunt said earlier, your teachers work extremely hard to make sure that you are learning, and they put a lot of thought and preparation into their lesson plans.
Students, while we're here at Owatonna Junior High School, we expect us to act in appropriate and respectful manners. And that also includes the dress that we have.
Mr. Hunt, it's really hot. Does that mean I get to wear my shorts to school?
You can wear shorts. They just have to be a certain length. And generally what we say is if you put your hands down to your waist and you see where your fingertips rub, that's about how long your shorts can be.
So if I do this, can I have my shorts up to here?
Nope.
Oh.
Gotta be just regular, relaxed shoulders in order to identify that.
How about tank tops? I have a lot of tank tops. Can I wear my tanks?
You know, if it covers the shoulder, if you're not showing any undergarments, that's the big thing. The biggest thing is to make sure we're not showing any undergarments for boys and for girls. So that also means if you're a guy and you're sagging your pants low and your boxers are hanging out, again, that's a violation of our dress code.
How about hoodies and my sweatshirt? I have a sweatshirt that's really fuzzy on the inside. I can wear it inside or outside. Can I wear that?
The important thing to keep in mind is that you can't have any kind of head coverings. You know, so the hoodie, you can't pull it up over your head. Generally, it's a good idea just not to wear them at all.
Okay, all right. How about my jeans? My jeans have a lot of holes in them. Can I wear jeans with holes all in them?
Holy jeans are just fine as long as it's lower than that mark where we put our fingers. So if you got holes in your knees or holes towards the bottom, that's okay too. And keep in mind too, even if you're covering everything up, there are some things that we can't wear to school. Anything that might be explicit sexually, anything that might have references to drugs or alcohol, those types of things are not respectful and do not promote a good learning environment here at our junior high. As we begin this school year, please know that there are some things that are fundamentally important for all of us at Owatonna Junior High School. One of those is learning. We already discussed that a little bit earlier. Another thing that's really, really important for us this year and many other years that we've been here and many years going into the future is literacy. Students and parents, reading is extremely vital. In fact, I've often heard it said, if you don't read, you can't lead. And you know how important leadership is for us. Reading is the way that we are able to get an edge up in society. It's the way that we can be successful. It's the way that we can be able to gain an education and provide a good life for ourselves. With that in mind, we're asking all of our students to read at least 25 minutes each and every single night. You pick the material, you pick the book. I would say mix it up between memoirs and fiction and nonfiction and everything else in between. But we would ask at least 25 minutes per night. And parents know this too. I know that many of you, when your kids were a lot younger, used to read to them aloud, and it was fun. It was something we did because we knew it was really important. Studies have shown actually that reading aloud continues to help your students all the way through high school. Now, junior high kids, you might be sitting there thinking, what, my mom's going to read to me aloud? Yeah, actually it's a really good idea, and studies have shown that it works very successfully. Another thing that studies have shown is that for every 4 books that a student reads, they gain 1 point on the end of the year state assessments. And that's important, if you can think about that. So the more you read, the better your future is going to be for you. So that's our second really big thing that we're going to be focusing on here at the school, and we have been focusing on. That's literacy. Our third one, as many of you know, is we're all about leadership. We're all about Stephen Covey and the 7 different habits that he's developed in order to help us understand how to be successful leaders, both of our own selves and others. Well, we're taking that even to a deeper level this year. We're going to continue to emphasize on the 7 habits. We've got some leadership skills, too, that we're going to continue to emphasize with our students and build some lessons around, which include doing the right thing when nobody's looking, being perseverant, also looking for opportunities to serve ourselves and our friends and our community. In addition to that, a big part of leadership is making sure that you are ready for success in a world that we don't even know about yet. Half the jobs that you guys are going to be getting by the time you graduate don't even exist. So what are some things that we need to be prepared for that? Well, we need to figure out how to collaborate with each other. We got to be creative with each other. We have to be able to communicate with each other. And our last one is we need to be able to critically think and be able to take problems and come up with unique solutions to these problems that we have. So those are some really important pieces that we're factoring into leadership this year. Again, it's going to be a fantastic and successful year. We're really excited about it. We're excited about the areas that we're focusing on. We're excited about you coming into our school. So thank you for being here today, and we hope you have a wonderful day.